everybody, welcome to the makeup chair. So many of you have been asking me how I gradually lightened my hair at home, because my hair is naturally a kind of a dark brown shade and I gradually changed it into this kind of lighter caramel brown just over the summer for a little bit of fun. I am actually going back to my roots. I'm going back to my kind of brown chestnut colour hair because I kind of missed it, to be honest, and now we're coming into, like, you know, a different season and I just wanted to warm my hair up a little bit and give it a bit more of a richer brown shade. So before I did that, I just wanted to talk about how I gradually lightened it over the summer. So I have a few hair dyes that I'm going to talk about and kind of explain how I did this very gradually. Now the very first thing that I want to say is that you do not want to go for a colour like this. If you go too light and the first colour that you use is just too light, you're going to end up with patchiness. It's not going to take very well in your hair, especially if you have dark hair or even black hair. So you want to go for something a little bit more natural and closer to your natural colouring. So if you have black hair, then I would recommend going for like a light brown to start with. So this is number 6, and this is actually the colour that I'm going after this. But the colours that I used to kind of lighten it were these two here, and this is the this is the light ash blonde and this is the golden blonde, and the numbers are 8G for the golden and 9A for the ash. Now the reason I used a golden and an ash is because as you're lightening your hair, if you have dark hair, it can kind of change a little bit red, especially if you have any kind of reddish tones in your hair. So my hair at times looked kind of like an orangey kind of colour and looked a little bit fake. So that's when I used the ash coloured one, because it brought down that kind of warmth to it and brought it to a little bit more of a natural look. So I used these about half a dozen times, and basically all I did was I took this one to start with and I just put it all over my hair. Now if you have a lot of hair, you might want to use 2, because what you don't want to do is to miss any parts. These are very easy to use, they only take 10 minutes. They come with 2 applicators, so you have a brush applicator and you also have the little mini one as well. So I use this on the roots and then this down the length of my hair because it has like a comb on it. So these are awesome to use. So I used this, did my entire hair. I think I used about 2 bottles of it, well, like 1.5, but then you definitely want to throw it out, you don't want to keep it. My hair had then gone a little bit lighter and I was happy with it, and then just to top up my roots after maybe a month or so, 6 weeks or something, and then I just used the next colorant and I put that right at the roots to start with, just leave it a few minutes and then just work the length of my hair. And this way the top of my roots, which always take more than the rest of your hair, it's always going to be lighter up here because the heat from your hair lightens the top of it. It was gradually changing the rest of it to a lighter shade and my roots were starting to match. So as it grew out, I started here, then worked the length of the hair, and it seemed to work every single time. I don't have any kind of patchiness underneath here. It's all very one colour. I am kind of lucky that my mom is there to help me if I do struggle with the back of it or anything, and I would say the very first time that you go lighter or you change your colour completely, get somebody else to make sure that right at the back is done for you. So just get someone else to help you along. It's very important to follow all the instructions. Do not leave it in longer, because most of the time that'll just won't work. Just leave it in for exactly the time that it says on the packet, and I will talk to you soon. I'm Sineadycady and thank you for watching. Bye bye. Have a good day. Happy lightening.